Hi guys, thanks for visiting my YouTube channel. I want to speak to you in this vid about online gaming. More importantly, about scamming through these environments. Now, I've seen a massive increase over the last couple of years where our kids under the age of 14 are being scammed through gaming environments. Now, let's use our most popular games in Australia at the moment. That's Fortnite, Roblox and Minecraft. Now, the two main factors for our kids getting ripped off, and if you said to me 11 years ago when I first walked into tech crime that I'll be speaking to year 5, 6 and 7 kids about being scammed online, I never would have believed you. But what's changed significantly, why our kids are getting caught out in these ways is two main factors. Now, number one is the number of our kids pushing to online gaming. It seems like almost every year they're getting on younger and younger. So the popularity of these games is continuing to increase. But what the most significant factor is in regards to scamming is the fact that most of these games, in fact our 3 most popular games, all have their own online currency. Now with Fortnite it's called V-Bucks, with Roblox it's called Robux, and with Minecraft they're called Minecoin. So these are opportunities where kids can make purchases within the game to better their gaming environments. Now, parents can go and get prepaid gaming cards through PlayStation or Xbox and give those to the kids, and the kids can log into their games, redeem those cards for these online currencies. So let's use Fortnite as an example. So if a child gets a $50 prepaid card for his birthday, he'll jump onto his gaming environment, Fortnite. He'll go to the foyer, he'll then go and purchase a game pass. Now, he will spend $15 or $14.95 and he can purchase 1,000 V-Bucks. Okay, so he'll get a chance to redeem that card, make that purchase, and with those V-Bucks he can now make purchases within the game. As an example, when you download Fortnite, you'll just get a few skins. So the clothing you wear, it's quite basic. You'll get only 2 characters, a male and a female, and your guns in gaming environments are quite limited. So kids can make these purchases with V-Bucks and they can get more guns, they can get more gaming environments, and they can increase their skins. So that's a pretty significant attraction for kids, because they don't want to jump into the game straight away as a noob, because other kids will pick up on straight away that they're new to the game. So kids will want to get a little bit more equipment before they go in. Now, if a child is making a purchase through the registered account and they're purchasing through the Epic Games website, which run Fortnite, they're not going to get ripped off. Okay, in fact, I'll go as far as to say that's extremely unlikely that will happen. Where the main concern comes in is a lot of our kids are being pushed to third-party websites. Now, as an example, a child will jump out of the game, jump onto Google and type in free or cheap V-Bucks. As a result of that, he'll be pointed to, or she'll be pointed to, a third-party website, which is usually a fake website. And this is what they look like. They're very convincing. So what will happen then is the child will enter their details, try to get these free V-Bucks, and they'll get ripped off. So in a lot of instances, kids will enter their credit card number to make purchases. Okay, now that's extremely risky, but that's a fact that's continuing to increase. My research identifies that almost 27% of our kids, so that's almost a third of our primary school kids, now have actually got access to a credit card. Now that's permitted access, where parents are saying, yep, no worries mate, here you go, enter your details, make your purchase, but get rid of the card numbers out of your account when you're done. So kids will do that quite happily, and some parents will do that quite happily as well. But the problem we have is a lot of kids are retaining their credit card numbers on their accounts. More importantly, they'll also write down card details so they can make these sorts of purchases online. So what these third-party websites are getting our kids to do is they're getting them to fill in their account details. So one of 2 things is going to happen. Number one, the child will enter their username and password because they'll believe that the website is being run by Epic Games. So when they put their username and password in, they'll lose control of their account because the scammer will enter the account, change the password. Now that kid can't get hold of their account anymore. So that's a pretty bad thing to happen to a 12 or 13-year-old kid, especially if they had spent a bit of money on the network. So there is a pretty big market on Fortnite for hacked accounts. So these scammers will then take control of that kid's account and sell it to another user somewhere around the world. Or number two, as the kid progresses through the website, they'll then be asked to enter their credit card details to confirm a purchase. Now that is extremely risky. So what I've noticed significantly over the last few years in particular, there's been a significant change in regards to how our scammers are working. Now 15 years ago, when an adult male gamer got ripped off online, there's a good chance he'd report, okay? There was a large amount of money that would be taken, so on average about 72% of our scamming victims 15 years ago would report. So that was good for police. Scamming networks would be closed down and they'd be identified, especially through gaming environments. What's changed significantly in 2019 and 2020 is one massive factor. When a scammer rips off a kid, they will only take a small amount of money. So the $14.95 it costs for 1,000 V-Bucks, the scammer will take that money. Okay, they'll just take the $14.95 or the $15, whatever it is. They'll leave it at that. And of course, the kid won't get his V-Bucks. So what's happening significantly, 15 years ago, you'd have a small number of victims, but large amounts of money. What's shifted now is the fact that currently you're having a large number of victims, most of those sadly under the age of 15, but smaller amounts of money. So scammers are prepared to take that extra time just to get more victims. Now you might have a parent come over and say, look mate, what's this $14.95 on my credit card? And the kid will go, oh mum, I purchased some V-Bucks. Okay, and first of all, a parent will go, what the hell's a V-Buck? Okay, the kid will then explain that and the parent will go, cool. Okay, I'm happy with that, but make sure you tell me next time and all that. Now the kid won't say, I didn't actually receive those V-Bucks. So they'll sit there and hope that mum or dad doesn't ask that question. So this is where scammers have identified that. So it's a pretty significant change in culture. So they've basically got away with it. So if they can hit 1,000 victims, they're doing okay. So this is what has changed massively. So this is where we need to continue to really address this situation here in Australia and globally, of course. So for me, it's important we only make purchases through gaming environments, whether it's Roblox, Minecoin or V-Bucks. We only make purchases on prepaid cards, okay? And we don't go to these third-party websites which are promising more and more V-Bucks. So it's important we do that. Secondly, under no circumstances should a child or any user give their credit card details external to the gaming environment. Now, that's very important. So it's rare that Xbox and it's rare that PlayStation will push kids to provide credit card numbers, of course, because they're not supposed to be using them. So for me, it's important we really take note of that. But for me, it's about communication. So often, I bat on to parents at parent sessions all the time, talk to your kids, talk to your kids, talk to your kids. But where we need to see a shift in culture is our kids actually talking to parents. I'll do parent sessions quite regularly, and I'll have a room full of 40 or 50 parents, and I'll ask them, how many of you know what a V-Buck is? And it's rare that you'll have hands go up. The best I've ever had in probably a group of 40 or 50 is maybe 3 or 4 hands. So this is where kids need to continue to talk to parents, and parents really understand these networks. So if we can get that communication going, it's going to go a long way in minimising risk. So for me, the big thing is making purchases outside of the gaming environment. Please avoid doing that. Making sure we're using prepaid cards, go through PayPal where where your dollars can be protected. Don't go straight to a website where you're filling in credit card details. More importantly, like I said, just continue to talk to our kids and hopefully that'll help out. All right. Thanks, guys. Please visit my website, surfonlinesafe.com.au for more information, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.